Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a great and wonderful day. And it seems that sushi is on the menu. There's a man that was named Eric Rivera that is deciding to cancel a woman for starting a sushi bar. Yeah, that's right. Because apparently, starting a sushi bar and appropriating a certain culture is a wrong thing to do. I'm a black man, and I'm pretty sure that you guys can tell that by my lustrous and beautiful skin. Well, obviously, when it comes down to cooking, I tend to like to cook Italian and Mexican. Obviously, I have no Italian or Mexican in my blood. It's none whatsoever. However, I like to cook these things. It is not wrong to do these things if I am cooking other people's food. Some people like other cultures. It's normal. In fact, I love Japanese culture. So, and obviously, you can tell by my eyes in general that I am not Japanese. So, that being said, this is a problem somehow to this guy. We have this. Australian sushi counter forced to delete TikTok videos after woke chef calls owner a colonizer. An up-and-coming Australian sushi restaurant in New York City found itself on the receiving end of a woke mob after an activist chef labeled them colonizers on social media. Sushi Counter opened its doors in the Big Apple earlier this month, with the owner stating her purpose was to bring affordable Australian-style hand rolls to the notoriously expensive city. Sushi Counter, which offers a small menu at fixed prices, recently launched a TikTok channel documenting its openings process for customers. But on October 20th, Chef Rivera uploaded one of the TikToks in a thread to X, formerly Twitter, mocking Sushi Counter and labeling its Australian owner, Alex, a colonizer for preparing Japanese-inspired food as a white woman. Rivera's thread, which has since been deleted, resulted in a slew of backlash towards Sushi Counter, with the users attacking Alex's race and business concept. Although the restaurant had previously received a lot of positive attention, with some like Stripe found Nick Whittaker calling it amazing, a wave of bad reviews manifested on Google shortly after Rivera's thread began circulating online. One reviewer who left the restaurant 1 stars wrote, "Enough with the gentrification. The last thing anyone needs are blonde hair, Australian white women appropriating Japanese cuisine. Where it's sick of the disrespect inflicted upon our cultures by white people, enough is enough." Okay, let me just shut you up right here and quickly. First off, there is nothing wrong with anybody of any race going to a different race's culture, or going into food at all. There are a lot of people of multiple different races that love our culture. There are, even if you go down to the Japanese, there are Japanese people that think American culture is all high, very patriotic, guns, etc., stuff like that, and there is nothing wrong with that. People like certain cultures of different races. This is not a problem. And you trying to take what the Japanese feel about other people is a little bit insanity, don't you think? Like, I don't see to where the Japanese, where there are a slew of a whole bunch of white people and other races of that matter, cooking or liking Japanese stuff, or for that matter, liking Japanese anime. Because if you want to take this into review, there are a whole bunch of white people, a lot of people in my Pacific Discord, my friends' Discord, that loves anime. They watch it, they enjoy it, and it is a Japanese product. In fact, manga, for the most part, is inspired by Western comics. So if we're going to start talking about gentrification or appropriating a certain culture, then you may have to start blaming the Japanese as well, because a lot of their manga is, well, from Western comics. But you don't see them complaining about it. In fact, you don't see a lot of Japanese complaining about Western people liking their anime. In fact, I think Western people in general have really made anime a bigger thing in Japan. So this is not an issue, and Japanese welcome us for the most part when it comes down to watching their stuff. And by all means, I watch a lot of anime because a lot of what I see on TV nowadays is absolute garbage, not to mention the insane prices that I have to pay for a stupid piece of content. So what we have here, so we're going to continue. Many negative reviews describe the food at Sushi Counter as gentrified, with some pointing out that because a white woman owns the restaurant, it cannot be considered authentic Japanese cuisine. Well, Obviously, no. In fact, the only way you're gonna get authentic Japanese cuisine is mostly if you go to Japan. To be perfectly honest with you, I mean, sure there are some places that have Japanese cuisine here that would be more closer to Japanese, but obviously, if you really want true, authentic stuff, then what you're going to go to is a Japanese place in Japan. Like, that's the true way of going to get actual Japanese food. You're not going to get the true, authentic stuff unless you go to the actual place. Like, I don't expect to have the true, authentic Italian food unless I go to Italy. Like, hello? But that's not going to stop me from wanting to consume some of their food or wanting other people to go and make Italian food or what have you. This is not a problem. Instead of explaining why they disapprove of the restaurant, several other reviewers, including one who used the name P. Poo, opted to leave a one-star review without comment. Sushi countered soon after scrubbed his TikTok, deleting all the videos they had made vlogging its opening. But days after Rivera began his hate campaign, netizens discovered that he was opening multiple Japanese fusion restaurants of his own in Raleigh, North Carolina. Sharing screenshots of Rivera's comments, Anna Slats, co-founder of independent news outlet Redox, said the guy launched an all-out hate campaign against a woman for opening an Australian sushi counter to the point that she had to delete all of her TikTok videos and got review bombed on Google for being colonizer. Meanwhile, he's opening a Puerto Rican izakaya. So we're going to go into this and look at this evil man's actual thing here. So, what we have here is there aren't enough good sushi places in New York City, so time to open one. And this woman is obviously very happy that she has opened a place. Nothing wrong with that. And then, but Australian sushi, give me a break, colonizer. And this is what this guy has done. And unconventional Seattle chef Eric River plans a Puerto Rican izakaya in Raleigh. Oh, you're Puerto Rican. Oh, what's wrong? That's a little odd. Why are you Puerto Rican and you're opening a Japanese place? Huh? That's a bit odd. And of course, they do as they always do. They go, he bucked me within a few seconds of me quoting, retweeting him, so I'm trying again. Why don't you like it when people point out you're attacking a woman for doing the exact thing you do? Exactly. So, let's just point it out, Mr. Rivera. Hey, hello, buddy. Hello. I'm on my small YouTube channel. How about you fuck off? Because I am tired of you people going out and doing this stuff. In fact, why don't we do the same thing here where we go out and just go after this guy and review bomb him because he did the same thing. You like destroying people's lives. I don't like you. So you, for this matter, should not have the audacity to go out and do things like this to other people that are trying to make a living. You people are horrible in nature, and you're also hypocrites. People were quick to point out that the hypocrisy of Rivera opening his own Japanese restaurant despite not being Japanese, while attacking others for doing the same. How the F can you and an izakaya be a Puerto Rican? It's literally the definition of a Japanese bar. Another miserable and frustrated middle-aged man trying to ruin a woman's business out of jealousy. Exactly. These people love women so much that they'll go out of their way to destroy their dreams or their livelihood over being something that's not a cultural appropriation, while also being a hypocrite by also doing the same thing that they're doing. No, it's almost hilarious, really. We have this. I'm thrilled to announce that Sushi Shayla restaurant sushi counter is now averaging 5.5 stars on Google review thanks to you absolute base legends. Hey, for those of you who have a job or a life, you're such a pathetic, woke, failed chef and a huge loser. Eric River Cooks bullied her into deleting all her TikTok posts and caused a massive woke bomb to give sushi counter tons of one-star reviews. Let's make sure that this young woman here gets all the great star reviews that she can and make sure that she gets up into what we deem is good. Because I am tired of these people doing this. We have this. If you don't see why this is a problem, you are part of the problem. Elon Musk is here to tell you that it's okay to tell you all it's okay to make sushi anywhere you want and you should line up, and he also will ask a ton of crypto, so please be kind and colonize wherever. No, because this is America. And we make our own stuff. We have a whole bunch of people making different things. If you have a problem with it, why don't you go back to Puerto Rico, bud, and we'll make your own stuff in Puerto Rico? Because you guys are always the first people to label it. And I'm going to go over a few things here as well. here are people trying to, hate on other people appropriating to other cultures and stuff like that. And, just the Chinese people kind of snapping back about what's true in reality, because these people, they don't live under this woke ideology BS that rots the brain.
To me, it's like white people's Chinese food.
Tastes pretty, like, authentic.
I think it's not that bad.
Wow, you never had authentic Chinese food before.
This is like on Panda Express, but he eats McDonald's all the time. Like, I don't understand.
Imagine anyone thinking that panda is actually Chinese food.
我話呢個幾好味，適合中國人食嘅嘢咁。
適合中國人食。
So as you can see here, for the people that will probably just be listening, this guy says this is tasty Chinese food that what Chinese people would accept. And normally, yeah, I mean, you're not going to go into an actual Chinese area or Japanese area and looking to have actual authentic Japanese or Chinese food. It's kind of asinine to think otherwise.
就是美国式的中餐嘛，你不能要求它要像我们传统的中餐一样。
So this person that's actually from China that just says just American Chinese food. And then she will go on to say that you can't expect it to be the same as our traditional Chinese food. Which, of course, when you go into another country, they're making your own cuisine, you can't expect it to be your traditional Chinese food or anything traditional of, of the food that you are originally from. It's not truly authentic. If you really want to try these foods, then you have to go to their culture, you have to go to their actual country to potentially try this stuff. Now, of course, you could have a first-generation Chinese group of family come into America and open up their own official Chinese restaurant with their own maybe twist or feel of what they've had. This has been a fantastic thing, and there's been nothing wrong with it. These Chinese people are welcome to do this, and you may actually be able to find an authentic Chinese food here in America. But when it's being more of Americanized or of American or any other race is doing this, they're probably going to put their own twist or spice into it, which honestly makes it more unique in my opinion. And most cultures do not have a problem with us trying different foods of races, trying different foods or other cultures trying their foods, because they feel an honor that their food or their culture is being appreciated from other people around the world. It makes them have more sense of pride. And as you can see here from what I have many katanas, even a pole arm in the back here, which you can obviously, an anime, and I have an anime mouse pad, or that, serves a purpose. So I don't see an issue here. You only have people that complain about this or have problems with these issues. So this idiot here that you see that causes all these problems, and they want to put other people down because obviously they hate their lives as well, and that's the whole issue. Well, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, as always. Take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.